Good morning from Allure of the Seas. We are on day 5 already. How can that be? Day 5. But today we are in St. Kitts and gangway opens about 8:30, but our excursion is not until afternoon. We are doing a railroad ride and scenic tour, something like that. So that should be fun, just kind of to get a lay of the land. But first we are going to try and do breakfast at Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets is complimentary in the morning for breakfast, but if you go at lunch or dinner, you have to pay the specialty dining surcharge. So just a little pointer, another place, another option for breakfast that is complimentary, Johnny Rockets. So it's been a while since I've been to Johnny Rockets. We'll see what's kind of changed, how it is, but just trying to switch it up a little bit. So definitely going to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is, thanks to my donor. Let's get the day started. So here is the menu. These are the free options, and then there are the premium specials that are extra. The decor, and then I got the scramble with a side of sausage and toast. Usually this means we get to sail away, but they're doing drill in the middle of trivia. So the time started off with a Sudoku puzzle, and then it went into general knowledge trivia, and we won, y'all. We were the winners. We got keychains as our prize. All right, let's hope I'm far enough away from the music from Celebrity right now. But off onto the pier here in St. Kitts. You're looking at the Victoria's morning trivia winners for today. It's actually a tie, but we won. And we got a prize because Bert went up and goes, if we won our prize. So it was fun. It was just general knowledge and all that. We also did the Sudoku and kind of some events, but now it is time for St. Kitts, and we are going to go out and explore the shopping area a little bit before our tour. So let's see what we got. The pier wasn't too awful long, but there was kind of a distance. They did have a tram that, if you have mobility issues, would take you to the end. And I was really surprised at all the mountains that were around. It was really beautiful. Alright, so we were in the town square shopping and all that kind of stuff. There are at least 4 ships here. It's really busy and packed. But again, we waited till later to get off. So it's debatable, but it's definitely set up like a town with the town square. Tons of shopping, and they do approach you and ask you and try to give you the gifts and stuff, but they're very polite and they will back off when you just say no thank you. So that's nice. After walking around and shopping, it was time for our excursion. We headed back to the pier and then got on the bus.
Beer shop, food courts, everything is for the guests.
I'll say there. This thing is pretty nice. These are the birds that are all over the island, and they kill the snakes, so they get to stay. And then there's some really cool forts at the top of the mountain. And when we got to the train, there was the bathroom. So we did about a 20-minute bus ride in the bus. Nice air conditioning, enough to make you want to take a nap, I can tell you that. He went and kind of told us a little bit of the history. He is big into herbal and natural medicine, so we heard all about what leaves and trees and all that to eat and drink. But we are now waiting for the train. It will come on this track. It's not really a station or anything, it's just a whole bunch of cement out in the middle of the field. And we're going to get on the train. There is a bar and a bathroom on the train, but they also have a bathroom over that you can use before you get on. So we'll see how this goes. So that is the tester before the train comes. It's got kind of a little siren. Reminds me of the little trains that they have at the pumpkin fields and stuff like that. So here the train is coming up. Here it comes. Alright, so we are on the train. We are on the top part, and we're gonna get blowing. It is a one-way, so we had to wait for somebody, like a group, to get off, and they did our tour just reversal. So we're just Mama D, Papa D, and Bert are on that side, but I came on this side just in case there's stuff on this side that I want to film, then I don't have to reach over people. So, yeah. Here we go.
A warm welcome. Woohoo! Yeah. Now aboard this train we have a complimentary bar. We have a free bar. Let me knock the bar for you. We have pina colada regular. That's pina colada with lots of rum or with a little rum. We have the virgin colada, the one without the alcohol.
Three people walking in.
With the alcohol or without the alcohol? Mango daiquiri with the alcohol or without the alcohol? Delicious rum punch, rum and coke, rum and Sprite, rum and water, rum and the rocks, rum and rum, fruit punch, regular coke, Sprite, and our island purified water. That's our bar for you today.
Did you get all that?
Some charming.
Now they're talking about what food everybody wants to go get. They're just looking around. There's no food on here. But here we go. See or maybe.
Please remain seated while the train is in motion.
So she just said that this train ride is 1 hour and 40 minutes. Very lush and green. So many mountains, but this one definitely had the water vapor clouds on them, and some pictures of the crazy hair. The school that we drove by. Another island picture. My hair was everywhere on this trip. There's the conductor. I thought this was awesome. There were a lot of abandoned sugar mills, more of the white birds, a pina colada, our group. So we had the Caribbean and now the Atlantic side. And they're doing a dance on the side. So, sensory? Just a little.
French town.
Alright, so they're blowing the horn on the train. It's not because there's cars or railroad crossing, because there's goats on the track. And there's like a ton of them. All kinds of sizes. Dogs are in there, birds. It's crazy. Here's a picture of some of the goats. Another abandoned sugarcane factory. I thought it was a cool picture. One of the oldest churches that's right off a cliff of the beach and the shore. It was really pretty. down here along the water, there's a whole bunch of people, and they are looking at a black volcanic rock, and there are also some up right here. This area had some cows, all different sizes, babies, mamas, all that, and a lot of other wildlife, the goats, pigs, chickens, all kinds of stuff. You just saw random animals all over. Here are some pictures of the black sand beaches. It is black because of the volcanic rock that helps form the island. And then just some more luscious pictures. It really is really beautiful. The colors cannot be captured. And along the route there are 4 bridges, and it's a little eerie with how much that train shakes. It really did kind of surprise me how much of the actual like shore, beaches, all of that we could see from the train itself. Once you got towards the shore, it was a pretty flat but very steep angles. Here's an old house. There's another picture of the old house, more of the shore and the dancers are back, and they've been going continually up and down the aisle asking if you want drinks. I will tell you that if you give a little bit extra, you get a few more drinks and a lot stronger drinks, so keep that in mind too. Bring a little bit of cash. And of course we have to do the good old selfies and pictures from along the way. Here are some pictures that Bert took from across the train, and I think they turned out really well, even with the crazy hair. These are some natural bat caves. And of course, just some more shore pictures. I could look at them all day. And the waves were really pretty. We even saw a couple rainbows. But the sky was so blue with the puffy clouds. It was just a great way to spend the day. Good afternoon, evening from Allure. We have made it back from our excursion, and it is almost dinner time, so this is gonna be a really quick kind of check-in because I did do a lot of videos along the way of that tour. But if you have a chance to take that tour in St. Kitts, book it. It was definitely worth the money. High quality, very customer oriented, all of that. We got on the buses here at the port, just at the end of like our pier. You didn't have to walk all the way into the building kind of thing. So not too far of a walk, and you got on the buses and they had amazing air conditioning. The driver was super easy to understand and a safe driver, because there were some that were whipping in and out of traffic, but no, ours did really well. And very informational about like the things we were driving past and things like that to get to the rail yard. And then once we got on the train, I will tell you that the train is pretty rocky, so if that kind of bothers you, make sure to take a motion sickness medicine. But also some of the steps are pretty steep or like narrow. I had to help a lot of people off the train, just like to have a hand so that they wouldn't fall off. And then going upstairs to the top is kind of like a spiral staircase that's pretty narrow, and the steps aren't very big, so just if you have mobility. They do have a bottom inside layer to that train, so you could always sit on that one to make it a little easier. But drinks were good. I will tell you that you got a little better service if you showed a little bit of cash. But in true Miss Holly fashion, I can't go anywhere without meeting some new friends. So I met a new friend, and of course we were on the train, so totally fit in. We had a blast and was chatting back and forth and all that kind of stuff. So it was fun. Another added bonus to that excursion, but they did a commentary the whole entire almost 2 hours of the train ride, of what you're seeing and all that kind of stuff. They had dancers that came on and did like cultural dancing, and the drinks kept coming. If you wanted to switch them, they didn't make you like stick to the one kind that you had ordered at the beginning. So that was really nice, but definitely a great value for what we paid for it. And again, that was through the ship, and make sure you do it through the ship, because like ours, it didn't start till the afternoon, and we had like 45 minutes kind of to spare to get back on the ship. So make sure to plan well, but definitely a fun excursion, and I would totally book it, and I would do all age groups. Little kids are gonna love it because it's got trains and stuff like that, and the dancing. Like mid-age and older are gonna like it, just because it's nice to see almost all of the island without having to do a whole lot. And it was kind of cool just to see the different parts. And I mean, they showed you the pretty parts, but they also showed you like the quarry and the landfill and things like that. You've got a true sense of the island. So book it, it's good, I'll guarantee you. And then now is dinner. It is white night, but tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I gotta wear my turkey shirt, of course. And I don't feel like changing. But also, it is Mexican night in the dining room, so let's go get some food because I am starving after that excursion. So I will see you around the ship. And we finally got to dinner in the main dining room. It was Mexican night, but you gotta have the bread basket, the tortilla soup, escargot, shrimp cocktail, carne asada, and the tres leches cake. And then we played some Skippo until the Juggler, and it was the same show as yesterday, but it was still really fun to kind of watch. And I had to get some coffee. I was dragging. All right, so this is going to be our next adventure. I have a coffee to hopefully get some energy. And then we are going to ride on the Rising Tide bar. It starts here on the promenade and goes up to Central Park. So here we go. These are the drink menus they have posted in the Rising Tide bar, but they can pretty much make whatever you want. All right, how was the ride on the Rising Bar?
Fast.
It went a lot faster than the one on Utopia. And you didn't have to chug your drink because Justin would be yelling at you. Yay! Your dancing. And now this is the final round, so everybody that got a keychain is right there in the center. Good night from Allure of the Seas. It's been a long day. We did a lot of stuff. So, started off with Johnny Rockets for breakfast, and then we went and did trivias and kind of like puzzle games and things like that. Then it was time to go explore the port, and then our train excursion, which was absolutely amazing. I'll be thinking about that one for a while. And then came back, had dinner in the dining room. It was Mexican night. And then after dinner, we went back to the Juggler and Comedian. It was the exact same show as yesterday, but it filled the void. And then a whole bunch of our stuff that we normally do had the night off. So we went and rode the Rising Tide bar. We listened to music up in the Central Park area and then played Skippo, just to kind of have something to do and enjoy just socialization and drinks and things like that. After Skippo, we went to the casino for a little bit, which the casino closed really early tonight because we are getting very close to San Juan, because it is going to be an early morning for San Juan. But yeah, the casino is going to close super early. Mom and Dad played on the tables. Bart and I did some of the slots. Not really a lucrative night, I would say, but we had fun. We got some points. But then after that, Mom and Dad checked out, and then Bart and I went to the Schooner Bar just to kind of have a few nightcaps, and we ended up watching the White/Latin dance party that was down on the promenade. Not very many people showed up, but it was quite lengthy, and they did a good job of like constant dancing. So it went a little bit under an hour, I would say, but lots of music. There was a few kids that, they're gonna sleep good tonight because they were really trying to get it. But they did a contest and picked like who the best couple dancer was and things like that. But it was a good way to end the night. And now I'm just going to edit and hopefully get the video uploaded so that we can start with San Juan tomorrow, bright and early. The gangway is supposed to open between 7 and 7:30, which is so early for San Juan. We'll be interested to see what all is actually open, but early morning. So let's get to editing, and I will see you tomorrow around the ship and in San Juan while I continue to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is. Thanks to my donor. Make sure to like and subscribe, please, and I will see you tomorrow.